Like I said, you'll see me snap back fetch lands a lot. So this deck's very mana hungry, so making land drops is pretty important. He attacks with... If he plays a sorcery first, I'm not going to block. If he just attacks with a 3-4, I'm going to snap off the block on the wall of omens here. I doubt he's playing Twisted Image. Was Todd Anderson playing Twisted Image? I don't think he was. Modern, classic. So for those wondering, I'm going to go ahead and link Todd's deck list in chat. Yeah, there weren't any Twisted Images in the 75. So this is Todd's Teamer Delver list. This is likely what we're playing against. Attacking here doesn't really make sense unless he's willing to bolt the wall. And if he's willing to bolt the wall, I'm definitely okay with that. Let's get in with the Eternal Witness. If he snap bolts the wall, that's great for us because it taps him out. Another Glyph, sure, man. Todd didn't play Snare. Todd played Snare. Oh, you're right. He didn't play Snare. Huh. Alright. Thought he did. So I think... Really don't want to walk into a Spell Pierce. I think we're going to lead on Scavenging Ooze. Do I want to lead on Scooz or Resto? I kind of want to lead on Resto, actually. I really don't want to eat a Bolt with this. The choices. I think I'm going to go Scooz Pia. It's so tough. We have so many different things we could do. We're short a green source. Like, if we just had 5 green sources, we could play Scavenging Ooze and, like, double eat these things in my graveyard. I want to Resto the Witness, but I don't want to just get blown out by another Bolt. So I'm probably Restoing Wall of Omens instead. I'm going to play Scooz and pass the turn, I think. That seems like an okay line. And then with this line, if we get Spell Snared right now, then we can Resto the Witness and rebuy Chord. Yeah. I mean, like, Electrolyze is annoying because we're kind of short on green mana, but other than that, it doesn't really do much. Like, killing the birds is whatever. Yeah, definitely. Like, we're definitely short on green mana this game. Probably Ghost Chording ourselves at some point, actually. Like, pretty strong possibility that happens. Do I want to play Pia is the question? I really don't want to get remanded this turn, so I'm just going to pass, and we can Resto on his turn in addition to using Scooz. I don't want to block Goyf with the Scavenging Ooze because then that gives an opportunity for him to kill the Scavenging Ooze with a Lightning Bolt. Our life total is pretty high, and we have more pressure on the table than he does, so like there's no reason for him to like give him a chance to kill our giant threat. Seems pretty poor. So end step here, we're going to jam Resto. We can cast it through Mana Leak, and if we get remanded, it's not a big deal either. If he doesn't do anything and the Resto just resolves, we're going to blink the Wall of Omens, and then we're probably going to eat Wall and Voice to make this a 4-4, so we can keep the pressure on. Alright, so he's casting that. I'm not sure why he did it post-combat, but we're going to cast this in response, so in the event he has a counterspell, he doesn't get anything out of the Pyromancer. This could be wrong, too. It's possible I'm supposed to force a bolt on the Eternal Witness here, just so otherwise he dies, because we get the cord back and we get Kiki. But valuing him here is probably fine also. And we drew Witness anyway, so... Oh, Declan, buddy. So again, I'm just forcing action here in response to the Pyromancer, so that way he can't cast a bolt in response and get a token out of it. Here's your drinky, bro. It's okay. Here's your necromancer by Danny. Oh, come on. Declan periodically takes like little cat naps, so that's fine. We get to put the webcam back on Declan. He's way cuter than I am anyways. I'll turn the light back on after this match. So this is an awful bolt on his part, so we're going to simply eat the Wall of Roots again, and then eat the Voice of Resurgence. So that's why we have three green men up and 2 creatures in the graveyard, so we're going to beat this bolt. Opponent played pretty poorly here. Maybe he just thinks he's in a bad enough position that, like, we have to make a mistake for him to win. Declan was sleeping in this same room that I'm in, so I had the light off. Oh, are we pooping? It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Alright, so the worst of the fit is over. So let's count our mana here. So we got back Cord. So we can... Can we Cord for 5 through Spell Pierce? Yeah, we can exactly Cord on 5 through Spell Pierce, right? So we go Cord... Pay... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dispel would suck here, but we're playing around Spell Pierce. I'm sorry, are you feeling a little better now? Take the mirrors and break them open. We get dismembered here, but... We get dismembered. We're still pretty far ahead. We're not anywhere near dead on board. Vapor Snag. Alright, that's a thing. Alright, Vapor Snag my angel. Concede anyways. Alright. He did not have 4 power creatures, so Stubborn Now is not an option. I think I want EE. Fulminator Mage is probably slow. Eidolon's medium, like it turns off Snapcaster Mage and it blocks kind of profitably. Gausley Pride Mage probably isn't great. The walls seem fine. I'm actually going to trim a cord because it's kind of clunky. I could see a third Helix coming in. I could see a second Spellskite coming in. I could see a Sin Collector coming in. But I'm not sure that any of those cards are better than what I'm already playing. We have not gotten to Raise the Realm yet. Maybe Eidolon just isn't good enough. I like how it slows the pacing of the game. Like, he's got cantrips and stuff in his deck, so Eidolon makes those a little awkward for him. I think Lark is good enough. Yeah, I think I'm going to submit like this. I'll give folks in chat a chance to comment on it, but I think this is how I'm going to submit. No, engineered explosives isn't like pernicious cheat. It just kills exactly X. I think this hand is fine. It's a little bit slow, but we've got a removal spell on the draw. We've got Snapcaster Mage. We've got a wall. Corsair's pretty reasonable. The only problem with Sin Collector is, like, we already have Pontiff in the deck too still, and I don't want too many black spells because sometimes they can be hard to cast. So, I don't know. I'm willing to... I could be wrong, though. And keep. Opponent also kept 7. And hopefully he just plays a Goifon too, and then we have to play Voice of Resurgence. That would be sweet. Yes, getting Sin Collector remanded does feel awful. I'm going to go ahead and... I think I'm going to lead on Wall of Omens here, because I'd rather he Mana Leak this, I think, than Mana Leak a Voice. This could be wrong, though. If he has Remand, he's just remanding anything, so... You okay, buddy? Oh, it's okay. Did you poop? It doesn't smell like you pooped. The life of a parent. So for those of you that don't have the joy of being a parent, your life essentially becomes about bodily fluids, and none of them are the fun kind. Isn't that right? Poops and peas? Snotty noses? Poop check. Land. That's unfortunate. It's probably getting countered. Please Mana Leak me and don't remand me. Please Mana Leak me and don't remand me. Please Mana Leak me and don't remand me. I feel like if he had remand, he would have remanded the Wall of Omens, because you're supposed to like remand anything I cast on 2 when he's on the play. Spell Snare, sure.